Victor, what the hell are you doing here? Get out.
I'm here for two things. The narcotic detector and the formula.
No.
Where is it, Professor?
That's trash.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of That's Cool, That's Trash, the podcast where we watch a psychotronic movie online and get together on Skype afterwards to break down the crazy. I'm Matt Howell.
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Scott.
And you might have noticed that we're missing a member. Joe couldn't be here because we had a scheduling conflict, so we missed Joe, but we'll carry on without him. So this time we're watching discussing The Stabilizer from 1986, and I'm going to let Kyle go ahead and take the reins on this one.
Sure. Let me just start by saying that The Stabilizer is really, this is about Peter Goldson. Peter, I believe, is either an FBI agent or a DEA agent, and he is also known as the Stabilizer. So Peter is searching for the drug smuggler named Greg Rainmaker. Now, this just isn't about drugs, you guys. This is personal because Rainmaker killed Goldson's fiancée by kicking her with these like spiked shoes that he wears.
Gene Simmons boots.
Cleats.
Yeah. So now, naturally, Goldson wants his revenge. So, we get the feeling that that Peter Goldson has actually been, tracking Greg Rainmaker all across the globe, and this is really just a personal mission for him. But meanwhile, Rainmaker has kidnapped this famous professor, Professor Provost. Is that right?
Provost, yeah. Provost.
And so the Stabilizer flies into where are they? Are they in?
They are in Indonesia. So
Indonesia.
this was a Thai production, but it was shot in Indonesia, Jakarta.
Okay, so we have this professor who's been kidnapped, and the Stabilizer, he and his partner Sylvia fly in from the States, and they team up with the local DEA/FBI agents, and that group together actually teams up with Provost, his daughter Christina. And what they're going to do is twofold. Number one, they're going to kick a ton of ass. Number two, they're going to save the professor. So that's really where we go. That's it. That's it. That's the show.
To drill down a tiny bit, the reason the professor was kidnapped was because he developed a narcotics detector, which Greg Rainmaker wants to frame some of his competitors in the drug field. So they're looking for a formula for this thing, and that's why they steal Professor Provost. Is that what it is?
Provost.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. So, I wasn't sure if the narcotics detector was separate from the formula or if they're kind of one and the same. Like, you need the formula.
You're picking out a thread that you shouldn't go after, I don't think.
Okay, because, if you are Greg Rainmaker and you have the narcotic detector, that's one thing. But if you also have the formula with it, like you've pretty much, it's endgame. You've won.
Yeah.
I really liked how this thing got started. Anytime that you get to see a motorcycle crashing through a window, that's a good sign.
I love that he crashes through the window, and then he gets off the bike and opens the front door for his boss.
Oh, that was seriously the best entrance of all time.
So that's fanfare, like in an 80s action movie. Like,
yeah, I mean, he crashes through the window dramatically, and then gets up, like he looks like he's ready to kick some ass, and then goes and opens the door.
And then
awesome.
Enters Greg Rainmaker's lieutenant, I guess you could say, Victor. Right?
That's right.
So yeah, they do their whole thing, and the professor, luckily, has a button-activated recording device rigged up to his desk. So he uses his foot to activate this device. So while he's being interrogated by Victor and his men, there's evidence being created. And
why didn't he just have like he's got that thing set up? Can he have it like phone like cops? I don't know.
I think it's from when he's just kind of like sitting at his desk and he's like, "Oh, note to self."
Yeah. Self. I put a button under here. I can only barely reach with my foot.
Get a back scratcher, ivory or ivorine. I don't know, whatever. So yeah, I don't know why he records it, but then he does. And they threaten him and say, if you don't give it to us, we're going to blow up your lab. His daughter returns. They blow up his lab. And
is that Nora? No.
That's Christina?
Christina.
So then the story really starts. It starts with a rockin' 80s kind of Bob Seger-ish kind of tune as an airplane lands, and that's Peter Goldson. It's probably valuable to point out at this point that this was filmed in Indonesia. Peter Goldson is played by Peter O'Brien, who is I believe he's an Australian. And this is all dubbed.
Yes.
So I don't know what the market was, if this was like...
Because they're speaking English, right?
Most of the leads are speaking English.
Right.
If not everyone. So I don't know if
the
this
dubbing's
was...
terrible, but it's
amazing.
Awesome.
This is what makes it tolerable to me.
And the fighting.
They just couldn't sell it. He's like, "Hello, mate. I'm here to do some kung fu." The American audience just went by it.
No.
Can we talk about Peter just in a little more detail here?
Let's talk about him physically before we play the first clip.
Yes, please. As far as I can tell, the only reason that he's in this movie is because he looks like Stallone
in Cobra.
Yeah, exactly. Like
sort of.
Well, he looks like Weird Al Yankovic playing Stallone.
There we go.
He has Weird Al Yankovic's hair.
It is quite a helmet. It is helmet hair. I mean, the ultimate definition. It's a weird, like floating. Well, Weird Al Yankovic's hair.
And you wouldn't
on a Rambo dude.
You wouldn't know it by the copyright date on this film, but this was 86. But he's wearing like a butterfly, like polyester shirts, buttoned down to the navel, starting in with these Jerry curl Weird Al locks. Yeah. He's a piece of work. Mm-hmm. And so he immediately meets one of his former partners he's worked with named Johnny, who's a local. And they hop in a car together, he and Sylvia Nash and his Johnny and so-and-so. And Kyle, I think we should just go ahead and play that clip.
Yes. We still don't understand the link between this fugitive and the kidnapping of Professor Provost. Her daughter, Christina, hasn't been so cooperative since I refused to let her help us find her father.
It's possible something could have happened to her.
I don't think so. She's called a few times, but she won't say where she is.
Where did you last work together?
Hawaii.
And Bali.
I heard that you had a very impressive team.
And now with you, we've got a better one.
Be that as it may, I've heard they call you the stabilizer. What does it mean?
Listen, Debbie, we're dealing with big leaguers here. The world's best criminals who are completely capable of upsetting the balance between good and evil in the world. As impossible as it seems, what we need is a man with the guts and the ability to restore that balance.
I see. So you need a stabilizer.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyone else aware that we're being tailed?
Where do you start?
They're not trying to eradicate evil.
No, just stabilize it.
We're just trying to stabilize it.
So seriously though, guys, where do you start with this dude's voiceover actor?
Wow.
Like, how do you describe this? Like, I've spent the last couple of weeks trying to think, like, how would I describe this to someone?
Little wooden boy. I don't know. The delivery is just like.
Kyle.
Well, he is very authoritative in his delivery style. And it makes you want to understand where he's coming from and listen to everything that he has to say.
So doesn't it kind of sound like he's like 275 pounds and he has glasses and a really wispy beard? Like he's trying to be like this tough guy, but he's a total knob. Like,
Yeah.
well,
Yes.
the problem is with Greg Rainmaker, you got to do this
Yeah.
or that, but this won't work.
And you get the dubbing over the delivery of the lines by the stabilizer, and he's quite wooden and like not present half the time.
Yes, and I
Kind of
love
staring off in the distance.
And I love that they figure, well, he delivered the lines in Australian English, so let's have the voice guy do the voiceover and sync up the lips, and even if the delivery doesn't match. So the scene we just heard, they're being followed. They do a thing. They shoot some guys. They go to not a press conference, a briefing thing, like for the cops. And Kyle, you can play this clip here, but I just want to note that listen to the delivery, the pacing of some of the delivery of these voiceover lines.
These two FBI officers, Mr. Peter Goldson and Miss Sylvia Nash, are here to demonstrate that we have international support in fighting the narcotics trade, and also to put pressure on drug rings all over the world. Needless to say, we can use their resources and input. Thank you.
Slide, please. This is the fugitive, Greg Rainmaker. He began his career as a mafia messenger and later established his own operation in Europe and also in the United States. But Rainmaker was put on the alert and he dropped out of sight. Slide. Next, he turned up in Thailand as the power behind a criminal organization that calls themselves the Golden Triangle.
What evidence is there to link Rainmaker with the kidnapping of Professor Provost?
I know Rainmaker very well. He's been searching for an effective method of narcotics detection in order to set up a number of his rivals. The kidnapping of Professor Provost, who invented the narcotics detector, is a sure indicator that Rainmaker is in fact here.
I would like to say that that painted a very vivid picture in my mind of they get the script, they're in the dubbing room, they haven't seen the movie, they haven't read the lines yet, and they're like, okay, well, let's record this, and like kind of watching out of the corner of their eye, like it's playing, and then like reading the lines like for the first time. I have no idea what the context of this delivery is.
Totally, it all feels like it's just live. Like, who invented the narcotics detector?
Turn the page. Whoosh. I can't believe you can't hear that. Whoosh. Like in between lines. Whoosh.
I think they have to overact. Like, this is their one opportunity. This is their big break. And if they just don't deliver with all of the passion that they carry for voiceover acting, they're never going to get a call back.
And they never did.
So they just have to get into it. Just get inside of Peter Goldson. Become Peter Goldson.
Yeah, I mean, there's some bad dubbing in this, but Peter Goldson, pretty much every line in this was sampleable. Like, I had a hard time yanking lines out.
Yeah.
Because they're all insanely bad.
Yeah, the delivery is so hilariously wooden and off.
Yeah.
Well,
and there's something about the... Oh, sorry, Scott, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it's all choice.
There's something about his style and delivery that's really friendly to me. And if Peter's supposed to be a badass, like, the voiceover actor has this kind of quality where he's like, hey, buddy, am I right? Hey,
yeah,
hey,
totally.
buddy.
He's
narcotic detector. Yeah.
Well, if you're on the side of good, he's totally buddy-buddy with you.
Well, unless you get too good, and then he's got to stabilize you.
Yeah.
Hey,
so,
no, you're too good. You got to be a little more evil.
Let's talk a little bit about... In the last clip, you heard Peter Goldson mention that he knows Greg Rainmaker. We get to see into the past a little bit about their relationship. Kyle mentioned earlier this is personal. So there is a flashback where we see Peter try and apprehend Greg. I just call him Greg. I mean, you can call him Rainmaker if you want, but it sounds a little highfalutin.
That's one thing I also want to touch
He's Greg.
His people
it's
call
the
him
names
Greg.
after.
Yeah. And so he shoots Rainmaker in the knee, and Rainmaker gets away. And you find out later that Rainmaker comes to Linda Goldson's fiance, and he rapes her. And then he uses his Gene Simmons spiked boots and kicks her in the knee twice, and somehow she dies. And we can hear a little touching goodbye once.
She died from the kick in the knee?
2 kicks in the knee.
Oh, that's right.
And the rape.
That's what is yeah, it's quite a rape.
So,
but I missed the connection of his limping. I thought he just had trouble walking in those shoes.
No, when he shows up, Linda's talking on the phone. She says, "Oh, Peter, yeah, I'm ready to go out. I'm ready. I'm excited. Come on over." And then the door opens up, and she goes, "Oh, hi, come on in." And he comes in, Rainmaker, and he lifts up his pant leg and shows it looks like a bullet stuck in his knee. I'm sure it's not. It's probably a scar, but he says, you're going to pay the debt that that Goldson incurred. So he mortally wounds her somehow, and let's play that clip where Peter meets up with his love in her last moments.
Linda?
Peter.
Linda? Oh my God! Who did this to you?
Rainmaker did it. His shoes, Peter. Watch out for his shoes.
I should have killed the bastard that night. Don't worry, honey. You'll be all right. I'll call an ambulance.
There's no time. Hold me tight. Tell me you love me.
Oh, I love you. I love you.
I'm sorry to hear that, Peter.
That's all right.
I was just going to say, the dubbing is so vivid as I'm listening to it that I think this could make a good radio play.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys, if you're out there and you're driving your car and listening to this podcast, you can actually go onto YouTube. You don't have to watch it. You can play it in your car while you're driving, and it's vivid. It's amazing. I think, speaking of vivid, I don't think we've really described Greg, a.k.a. Rainmaker, his look. As Colonel Sanders' look, and then really describe the shoes he wears. He's quite dapper, but like disheveled, very thrift store suit. His shoes are why are they like kind of like what are those? Kind of like a dress shoe, I guess. But then they have like an inch long cleat, spikes. Like they cover the whole shoe, kind of like a waffle iron. Think of like sharp waffle iron on the bottom of a shoe. And then he walks in those all the time. And so as he was limping, I must have turned or done something and missed the part where he's the limp. I thought he was just having trouble walking in the stupid shoes.
That would have been awesome. No, there's an actual reason.
I prefer my reason, but
right.
That's funny.
So what else do we? Where do we want to go from here? I mean,
can we back up for just a second?
Yes.
I want to talk to you guys about this. What is up with the photo of
a
Peter
stabilizer?
Goldson? Yeah, like
oh my God,
his
poster,
fiance.
I have to have that.
Yeah. In the house of his fiance, there is a poster of the stabilizer in full stabilizer gear. Like he's got on his Cobra sunglasses, the big picture, like the mirrored cup sunglasses. Yeah. He's got the Jerry curl. He has the black, like tactile, SWAT team super tight t-shirt with suspenders and like
he's all oiled up.
Yeah, he's holding a gun.
Also, Kyle, I feel the need to mention that, it's not as bananas that's in his fiance's place, but also Greg Rainmaker has a copy of that poster, and he shoots it later.
Right. Oh, that's right.
So apparently the stabilizer is such a big deal that they mass produce these posters, and anyone can get one.
So he just walks into Sears, like, well, hey, I'm here for my.
Yeah, it's more of a Payless thing. I think Sears is a little highfalutin for Peter Goldson.
I wonder if that's the same photo on his driver's license. Or his gym membership.
Yeah.
So let's talk about why they chose Peter O'Brien to play Peter Goldson. I think that it's because he has some martial arts skills. Would you guys agree?
No.
I wasn't seeing that.
I wasn't seeing that either. The martial arts remind me of like a relative, like you're most like you're going to choreograph these fight scenes, fairly elaborately, but you're going to put the best 10-year-old martial arts dude and then he's going to but he doesn't really know how to do choreography. He doesn't know how to follow the cues, but he's physical enough to do them, and then he's going to be that kind of awkward and everything's slightly delayed. Every reactions, it's really awesome. I mean, the very impressive fight scenes, but no, I don't think he knows any martial arts.
You know what, Matt? Actually, I can't comment on the martial arts style. What happened for me is every time that Peter O'Brien was in a fight scene, I was totally mesmerized by his hair.
Yeah.
And I couldn't stop looking at just the way his hair moved. It was like it was its own entity that lived on top of this guy's
like symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
It definitely
yeah,
was.
Like Venom's other. So
I actually watched most of the fight scenes twice because I enjoyed them so much. Once for the hair, once for the punching through things.
So I just had to look him up real quick. Peter O'Brien is from New Zealand. I was wrong. He's from New Zealand, not Australia. He's only been featured in Indonesian productions. So he was in The Stabilizer. That was his first film. Then he was in The Intruder, and then Lethal Hunter, a.k.a. American Hunter, Jungle Heat, Double Crosser, and Triple Cross, a.k.a. Angel of Fury.
Wow.
So he's done some stuff.
Wait a minute. The Stabilizer was his first movie?
Yeah, can you believe it?
Oh my, he is a natural.
Yeah,
this kid's got talent.
He's a gift. He's a talent.
So. Very impressed.
He's very small. Did he seem small to anybody else?
Like Ben Stiller-ish?
Yeah.
The Stabilizer?
I don't know.
He seemed really tall to me. That's weird.
Okay.
That we could both watch the same movie and get a very different impression of the lead actor as being either short or tall.
So let's talk about filler.
There's lots of it.
So early on in the film, the characters that we know, the law enforcement folks, go to a nightclub to see a nightclub act. And apparently they see some type of local thing you see when you're there. And it's these feats of weirdness. So there's what is it? Somebody puts fire on somebody's back. They empty a bag of broken glass and somebody walks over it.
Holes in it.
Someone takes a knife and cuts their tongue, but doesn't cut their tongue. And this is also, lest you think this is just B-roll of people being on vacation in Indonesia, one of the actors, one of the performers, turns into an assassin and attempts to kill them.
He takes a machete out and he's pretending he's cutting his arm, but it's not cutting his arm.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna looks like he's gonna cut off his hand, and then right before he cuts his own hand off, he moves and strikes at the stabilizer, but the stabilizer immediately just dodges with ease and just punches the guy, which then ends with another person in the back of the room shooting the knife dude, the machete guy, because he failed in his assassination attempt.
That's right.
Why didn't he just shoot the fucking stabilizer?
Good question, but isn't it because he's too good at what he does?
He is too good.
I mean, could you really hit the stabilizer that easily?
You're right. You're better off killing the other assassin.
And if you took out the stabilizer, wouldn't everything become unstable?
It would be very unstable.
Yes.
I do want to speak. Yeah. Well, we'll move on. But yeah. But actually, no. Speaking of the filler, then my favorite filler guy, who also ends up being a villain, is when they go in the worst. Do you have a clip? I don't know if you have a clip of the band, the weird it's the band at the boardwalk or wherever they're at, and there's the guy trying to eating an alligator.
Oh no. The guy eating a lizard. Yeah, that was the other thing I was talking about with filler. The guy that just picks up a lizard and says, "Oh, baby, 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 baby," and then bites its head off and starts eating it.
Yeah, earlier in the episode, they're going down to a carnival or something. And
no. He's a guard of the station. This comes later.
There were 2 scenes where that dude ate a lizard.
Yeah.
two entirely different scenes.
Oh, okay.
One time he eats a big lizard, and then another time he eats a smaller lizard.
Okay, I blocked the big lizard out. I remember him like being a guard at the Rainmaker's facility, and Peter Goldson comes up behind him and knocks him out with his butt of his gun.
That happens also.
That's later in the movie, but like he's introduced as a non-character. Like they're walking down a boardwalk or like at a carnival or something like that.
Special guest star.
They're talking about all the weird, like there's all those kinds of like entertainment here, and then they just cut to a guy like an alligator, like holding it on its back, like a 3-foot long alligator.
You're right.
He's, like, chomping its belly, like.
I blocked that out.
Oh
yeah,
my
you
God.
did.
And then there's this really, really awesome music that sounds like they hired the first Vietnamese 7th grade band to do the boardwalk music. It's awesome. Like they're playing like kind of like circusy music or something. It's really good. I highly recommend actually seeking that sound file out if it's possible, but it's hilarious. I should have mentioned that. It's just bizarre.
Well, when I solicit clips for the show, that's a good time to mention stuff you want me to.
I hadn't watched it at that time yet, and honestly, it's one of those things that it didn't strike me until we started talking about the filler, and then I was like, oh God, I forgot about the music.
It looks to me as if you're always chasing Greg Rainmaker. Is there any special reason? Is it something you haven't told me?
He's the man I hate the most. I despise scum like Rainmaker.
I felt so. I felt like I was violating this personal moment between that guy and the lizard. It wasn't. It was almost like they were walking down the street with a camera, and this guy's like, "Oh, I'm gonna show off," and the way that I show off is to bite the stomach of a gecko and tear it open with my mouth. Like it kind of reminded me of like Freaks or like some other like natural exploitation. It just made me really uncomfortable.
It was the thing about the second one where he actually eats the live lizard and bites its head off. This one, the first one though, it's like I don't think he was actually eating the crocodile or alligator, but it was kind of like he was making out with its stomach. It was very intimate.
Well, he was trying to bite it open, and he was failing. And anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's disgusting.
Yeah. So, what do we need to know? Okay. So, when the machete guy from the show in the nightclub, when he
fails,
they run after the guy that shot him. And they follow him to an abandoned warehouse. Surprise, surprise, it's an 80s action movie with an abandoned warehouse. They go in there, they find, first of all, oh my God, you guys, the map?
Yes. Oh, thanks for bringing that up.
Dude, they find a map, and it's like this crude thing with a golden triangle on it, which we've already heard as the gang. And it's got a couple key, like, geographical points to it, and they pick it up like, this could mean something.
Yeah, there's a gold star on it.
Yeah. So they follow that, and they go to this abandoned warehouse, and they find oil drums with the that symbol on it. So they crack a crate of that open. There's also crates, and they crack it open, and there's jars in there, which I didn't know you shipped coke or heroin in jars. But Johnny opens a jar and tastes it and says, "Oh, it's baby powder. This is a setup." And then immediately, all of the barrels around them, dudes pop out with guns on them.
They all simultaneously stand up out of the barrels.
Yeah, which
pointing
makes
guns at them.
Yeah,
all
that makes like the old Batman TV series look tasteful. I think at that point.
Yeah. Well, the best part is like, how could they have known that they're going to find the map, follow the map right then, get to the warehouse? The best part is like these guys had been in those barrels for hours.
Shh. Wait. I gotta pee. No, it's gonna be awesome.
And because this was filmed in Indonesia, those guys were actually in the barrels for hours.
Right.
It was real time.
So they get taken to Victor's mansion. They're blindfolded and bound.
Wait, it's Victor's mansion, not Rainmaker's mansion?
It might be Rainmaker's, but Victor seems to be in charge. Anyway, it's probably Rainmaker's.
I thought, it's Greg and Nora's place.
But they show up, and they're gonna get shot. Victor shows up and says, "Hey, now you're gonna die. Sorry you have to die so soon." And then a guy sitting on the diving board just goes, "Ugh!" And he has an arrow in his back and falls in the pool. They use that advantage, the surprise, and bite their captors, and some pretty cool fighting actually ensues.
Yeah.
I like seeing Johnny get out of his bonds, and actually I like seeing Peter. He jumped down off of the landing down to the lawn, and then
does a somersault.
It was pretty cool.
Reverse somersault. Which gets this, yeah.
So we find out that the person with the arrow. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was just going to say, I think you're still talking about the fight scene. I thought you were going to skip ahead. I wanted to say that the best part about the fight scenes, in every fight scene, they pretty much just kick ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like the bad guys, they just get wailed on. It's really great. But every once in a while, one of the bad guys will just be about to shoot him or kill them somehow, and then somebody else, like all of a sudden one of their other cop friends shows up and just blows them away.
Yep.
Every time.
Okay, so I got to mention two things here. One, Peter Goldson is attacked by a groundskeeper who has a weed eater. Oh. And he kicks him down, and he lands on his own weed eater, and he gets eviscerated by it. Second, I think it's Peter again who is fighting a guy, and he punches him in the gut, and then he tries to grab him by the hair, and it's a rug. Oh my God, he's bald. Yeah.
Is that the same fight scene where he punches through the floor, like up through the floor to grab the guy?
No,
that's later.
Oh. So we find out that the person who was the archer, who gave them the element of surprise or whatever, is what's it, Provost? Christina,
yeah.
So she's been kind of acting rogue. She's wanting to be involved in the investigation of her father's disappearance, but the police are saying, you can't do this. You're a private citizen. She saves their asses. They go back to her place, and they talk a little bit. And I think we have a clip here. Peter and Christina kind of hit it off.
Shit, it's empty. Where is the chemical compound? You're going to tell me, Professor.
That's Victor's voice.
I swear I'll blow this fucking laboratory. For the last time, where is the formula?
I've already saved your lives. Perhaps this would change your attitude in regard to my offer.
I'm sorry, Tina.
We're all tired. Perhaps we should talk about it over a drink, okay?
That'll be fine.
She's gonna keep on insisting. But I don't want to bargain.
So?
You stay here. She seems to trust you. See if you can get her to talk.
Okay. Well, she's so beautiful, you don't have to twist my arm.
For you.
Thank you. Oh. You know karate?
Just a little bit. Now I'm reading that to expand my knowledge.
Good.
Sorry, I gotta go.
Why don't we relax?
I'm sure Tina will accommodate you.
Be my guest.
I have never been to a swingers party, but I am pretty sure that as soon as somebody says, hey, why don't we relax? That's when the shit really gets started.
Yeah. It felt like he was, Johnny was kind of fucking the plan up. Why don't we just relax? Come on, man.
Yeah, I actually feel like if I went to a swingers club, my conversation would be just as wooden too. So it would be very awkward.
There's a couple things in this scene that I have to talk about. Number one, we find out in this scene that Professor Provost has actually wired up a tape machine in his daughter's house, so that when he pushes that button, she gets the message. And obviously, she's skilled in the martial arts, as we've heard. She knows how to use a crossbow. So she's a badass chick. But what I really like about her is that she can simply expand her karate knowledge by reading a book.
That's all you need, really.
Maybe in the 80s, that's just how it worked. Like, if you watch 3 kung fu movies, you know kung fu. And then if you just, read a book every once in a while for the advanced techniques, you just, you'll pick it up.
Kyle, I know you're being a smartass, but I mean, I watched Return of the Ninja, and you've seen what I can do.
Your skills are mad fresh.
That's true. And I'm reading a book on exercise and weightlifting right now, so I'm hoping in 3 to 6 weeks you guys are going to notice a different me.
We haven't touched on the names of the people in this movie either, because it's filmed in Indonesia, and everyone has the most common, inappropriately plain American names. We got Greg and his girlfriend / prostitute Nora. This top to bottom, Johnny, Tina, Tina.
Well, Christina, but yeah, they call her
Tina.
Yeah.
Once you've made love to her, you can call her Tina.
There's some nudity. Very brief, but there's some nudity in this movie.
All too brief.
Oh, that's right. And there's some pouring of liquor on a nude body, if I'm remembering correctly. Also.
Oh yeah, she gets off on it. Nora loves it when Greg pours a little champagne on her hip.
Yeah,
Rainmakers.
When you first meet him, he pours champagne on her sudsy post-bath body, and she's really into it.
Oh, that's right.
It's not very much, though. It's like he pours like half a glass on her hip, and she just about...
Scott, stop.
Oh.
That's all it takes. Greg Rainmaker is my favorite rejected Bond villain.
I've
just decided that.
But the best part is like the expression, they're going to make it rain, like that wasn't a 1986 thing. So I'm not actually sure why Rainmaker was chosen.
So I love that Peter has hooked up with Christina, and meanwhile Johnny has gone to hook up with Peter's partner, Sylvia Nash, and her place where she lives is one of the most amazing interiors I've ever seen, ever. You guys remember this place?
No, help me out.
It looks like the Regal Beagle on ecstasy. It's all velvet and dark wood. There's red shag carpeted stairs that go up in a spiral. And he even comments on it. He says, like, "Oh, you live like a tourist," when he shows up. And so he shows up and ends up he's bleeding, and she nurses him, and they end up doing it.
That's right. That was a very tender love scene, by the way.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, I felt so weird to touch myself to that scene because there was a real passion there, and I felt like I was seeing something that was really happening. Some kind of exploitation. I don't know. I just felt guilty.
Yeah. I felt bad because it really seemed like she did not want to be doing it.
She didn't seem very into it, did she?
No.
I noted that too. The second time I watched it, I was like, wow, she looks like she's going to a safe place in her mind.
I'm watching it right now as we speak, and she looks uncomfortable. I like that there's a very tender moment where he plays the female part and like kind of leans back, and it's really awkward. It's excellent.
Everyone loves that. So the next day at the shooting range, we pick it up, and there's a clip here that I love to play. That this is actually the first I saw this film. I saw this. I discovered this movie through a clip of in a compilation called like Friday Night Found Footage Videos or something like that. It was just a bunch of clips of weird ass movies, and this was the first thing I saw this film, and I'd love to play this clip because it highlights the bizarreness of the voiceover and just the scripting in general.
What are you doing tonight?
Sleeping. I haven't had a good night's sleep in weeks. How about you?
Me too. But I have to stop by the office and pick up a few reports first.
Bye.
Tomorrow.
Have a good one. Hello, Tina? Peter? Fine. And you? Actually, I was wondering if you'd like to go out somewhere tonight. Anywhere you like. 10 o'clock okay? Okay. Huh?
I psyched you out. I lied to you, too. In fact, I had a date with Sylvia.
Wow.
It's a very awkward exchange. I just watched that live while you were doing it. That was great.
I mean, it almost seemed like they should slap each other on the back, and then it should freeze frame, and the credits should start.
Oh, I psyched you guys out.
Oh, man. Oh, too funny.
So, for me, the rest of the film is kind of a blur. And it's mostly, I think, because of the fact that it's just action cliches and climax, like just climaxing.
Right. There's a lot of gunplay. Oh, what we're not talking about is like there's a big warehouse fight, and this is, I think, the first introduction we get to Asian Mr. T.
Oh, Indonesian Mr. T.
Thank you for bringing him up.
Yeah, Indonesian Mr. T.
How did I forget that?
Oh my God.
Greg Rainmaker has his own pet Mr. T.
Yeah.
And he's apparently a badass.
Sort of. He's the only one who seems to be able to kind of hold his own with the stabilizer.
Right.
But he still gets his ass kicked pretty hard.
Yeah.
It also reminds me of the fact that all of the bad guys wore mom jeans. Like, they had these terrible denim 80s mom jeans.
Oh.
Especially the Indonesian Mr. T.
Yeah, he had mom butt.
Oh,
yeah.
Terrible.
This was my favorite fight scene in the warehouse. Stabilizer just wails on these guys. One guy's trying to run away, and he's just, like, Stabilizer's underneath the walkway, and he punches through the walkway, and then somebody picks up a canister and, like, chucks at his head, but, like, he doesn't even flinch. He just hits him in the face, and he turns and looks at him like the Terminator. He goes after him and just wails on him.
Physics, take a holiday.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
I also
it's
like
great.
that during all the fight scenes, like at some point, like a bale of cocaine would explode, so that you could actually see like the action of like dust moving in the air, and the cocaine was, just kind of disseminated through the whole building. Which makes sense, because when you see these guys fight, you're like, oh, okay, they're obviously hopped up on this super formula cocaine.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is definitely the Steely Dan of Indonesian action movies.
Oh yeah, it's.
So where do we go from here? I mean,
well, I think we
There's
need to
nowhere
talk.
to go. It was the longest fight scene in the world.
That fight scene, it clocks in at like it's 6-7 minutes of constant just beating on people.
It was exhausting. Motorcycles going up. Ramps and people were really hurt in this fucking thing. I witnessed stunts that didn't look like stunts. They looked like people getting body slammed on the pavement. Right.
Like I mentioned to you guys, this documentary called Machete Maidens Unleashed. That's about American films that were shot in the Philippines because it was cheap and because there were no restrictions. So there were stuntmen that were just doing the things you're seeing without any kind of regulation. And I feel fairly confident in saying this was the same case here in Indonesia, that when you see a car crash here, it's actually that, and it's not, OSHA's not there.
Oh, no. They're like, oh, hey, here's a river. We're going to just jump this car in here, and there's no way they're pulling that thing out.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to leave that there.
There was a guy in a Jeep, and it looked to me like his arm was actually pinned beneath the ground and the roll bar on the Jeep.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They looked pretty hurt.
Okay, so it's really depressing, but there was one particular shot in this movie that I really appreciated, and that was the shot that looked like an ass crack.
Oh my God! Thank you for bringing that up.
And then as you zoom out, you realize that it's Johnny's injured shoulder.
The weirdest cut shot I've ever seen in my life. So as I mentioned earlier, Johnny shows up to Sylvia's place, and she sees he's wounded, and he takes his shirt off, and there's this cut to what is clearly, to your mind's eye, an ass. It's an ass crack. And then the camera pulls back and reveals that it's Johnny's shoulder. It's his armpit.
It reminds me of when like you're a kid and you're in grade school and you hear everyone listening can do this. Like you take your arm and you like kind of like flex it like all the way, like your hand touches your shoulder, and then with your other hand, you look in the inside of your arm and you put your fingers and you pull the skin back, and it looks like well, just do it and you'll know exactly what it looks like. And that's the kind of fake out you're getting there. Fake yourself out.
You say grade school?
What the hell are you talking about, Scott?
Just do it right now. Flex your arm, touch your right hand to your shoulder, take your left hand and look at the crease with your from your bicep in your forearm, and then pull the crease back with your two fingers just a little bit.
Okay.
And tell me what you see.
Sweater.
I see skin.
Well, exactly, but look at the fold. Really? You never got that? You know, it's like one of the stupid things you do as a kid where you have a friend puts your hands together and you pull your fingers apart and they put their hand in and then you look through.
I know that one.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah. It's the same concept, but that's the kind of weird, like, gross feeling you have when you see this guy's shoulder.
Okay.
Feels inappropriate.
Okay. So where do we go from here?
I think we talk more about Greg, the Rainmaker, and I want to say he's the boss, but Victor doesn't seem to respect him all that much, and he's going to stomp on people. He stomps on his goons.
Are you kidding me?
Victor's kind of double crossing him, sort of.
Okay, well,
but
Kyle,
this is my point with the Rainmaker, though. Is my favorite thing is he is quite the pushover, in that all you have to say is, like, if you're in trouble, I have to say, no, it was that guy.
That's not true.
A couple times he like is like he's like he's
no,
the
first time that they went after Peter Goldson, the guy that got away came back and they offered him to Greg Rainmaker for punishment, and they put him in these shackles and they electrocuted him.
Right.
So how's he a pushover?
Well, Scott, I think that what you're referring to is that actually, let me just ask you, are you referring to that scene where he sets up Nora to take the fall for something that he did?
I'm referring to that, and I'm also referring to the setup. And they do electrocute the guy, but I thought that was more of like, I'm just going to kill one of my goons just to show you how serious I am.
But that's not...
even though the guy's like, no, you know, and I don't know.
But that's not pushovery.
It's not pushovery, but like he's easily like, oh, you mean you're saying you didn't do it, but this person did? Okay, well, you're not in trouble now.
Oh, okay.
Like, it doesn't take any evidence or any sort of thing. It's just like you just literally can talk him out of something and talk him to kill
he's
someone.
Capricious.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you that. Okay.
You know, Mr. Rainmaker he's an incredibly savvy businessman, and we actually have a clip of his whole philosophy, which I think would be really important for our listeners to hear, so they really understand where Greg's coming from.
Indeed.
And this is from our main refinery.
Much better than before.
Thank you, Mr. Rainmaker.
Victor, do you still remember the method we have of dealing?
Of course I do. First, give them the dope free. And when they become addicts, tell them to sell their wives, daughters, whatever they got.
Victor, you talented bastard.
I'm only taking the lead from you, Mr. Rainmaker.
I learned it by watching you.
You talented bastard.
You talented.
Did you guys happen to take a peek of the photo that Christina shows Johnny and Peter of Victor when she's trying to explain like Victor?
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite subtle, quick little glimpses of brilliance in this movie. It's Victor looking like a total chump poolside with like a blow up inner tube laying across his knee. Like Uncle Victor at the pool.
Kyle, they had one day at the pool, okay? They had to make the most of it.
You got to get your money's worth. Well, let me see. You know, there was a couple of other little fun things that I loved about this. Electric barbed wire I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
You know, not just barbed wire, but the fact that there was electric barbed wire.
That was electric barbed. Yeah, that was very cool.
I don't know. I actually made a list here of some things, and I thought maybe we could kind of just run through this list, see if there's anything that I missed. Because if you're gonna put some money together and go to Indonesia to make an action movie, like, you're gonna want a checklist. And so here's kind of what I had for like kind of a top 5 checklist to make sure of stuff that you need to get. And if you get extra bonus stuff like a guy eating a lizard, that's great too. But number 1 on my list was a motorcycle that crashes through a window, and this was a check. Bad guys destroying an office. This movie had that. Using a switchblade to open a crate. Check.
Oh, yeah.
Heroes jumping over fire in slow motion. Yes.
Yes.
And
check.
also heroes on a boat shooting guns.
Yep.
You got it all. This movie's got it all.
It's also got scuba.
Scuba. Oh, yeah. You know, actually, that was actually kind of cool. I thought that was pretty much a complete James Bond ripoff in the coolest possible way.
Yeah.
Well, it's like they threw that in there. They're like, well, we rented the scuba equipment, so let's film this. There's no real reason for them to to scuba to it's not an island. Maybe
it's an island.
Is it an island?
Yeah, because that's where the doctor is. the professor is being held. So in order to break the professor, they drive this boat out into the middle, in daylight, in the middle of the day, out into this bay. And then they launch a couple smoke bombs, and then there's confusion, and there's some gunfire, and then...
Torpedoes.
Torpedoes, thank you. Gosh, this had it all.
It has it all. Wow. Mr. T. Yeah, it's very... it's awesome.
It's a mess.
I want to say, speaking of jumping over the fire, there's a... Later in the... Maybe we're skipping ahead too far. I did want to say that I thought I just don't want to forget how ingenious I actually thought it was to get in the barrel and roll through the fire. So we can get to that when we get to that scene or whatever.
Oh no, we should talk about that right now because the movie's kind of over.
Yeah, it's over at this point.
There's a big warehouse fire. They're all going to die, and it was actually one of the clever things. I was like, oh, how are they going to get out of this? And they get in the barrel and roll through the fire. I'm like, that's actually
smart.
Kind of smart. I haven't seen that before, but that was actually kind of smart.
Not in this movie. There's no smart.
There's no smart, but there's one thing I'm like, huh, clever.
I like that Johnny rolled himself through that fire.
That's right.
Yeah.
So at this point, where are we at here? They get to the island. They're going to rescue him. Nora's been framed by Victor to think that she's betrayed Greg. And did she betray Greg? Because then she's now on the other guy. She's on the good guy side now.
No, she was framed.
She was framed, but she's at this point she's going to kick Victor's ass is her plan, and help the stabilizer and all the cops out, the super cops out.
Well, she's been betrayed,
Yeah, it's understandable.
Scorned lover.
Is there a connection with Nora and like the rest of the good guys? It seems like there was, because they were really concerned about her. And like, she's just kind of like the villain's, girlfriend. Yeah. It's very...
That's a liquor fetish.
I was wondering if I was missing something. But so big fight scene. And then they car chase. Is that where we get to at that point?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Is there a car chase?
Oh yeah, there's a bit of a car chase after they get captured
with motorcycles. Then
there's a big shootout. Forklift driving around. There's people randomly jumping off rocks when they get shot, like the most hilarious ways.
Yeah, it's it's so just by the numbers that it's kind of hard to remember.
Yeah, well, there's a motorcycle chase with like they pull the rope trick, and knock the guys off the motorcycle.
Yeah,
they get on motorcycles.
Oh, yes, okay.
And then they follow Greg, as I prefer to call him. And Victor chases down Nora. Nora chases down Victor. Oh, and there's a great Looney Tunes shot of a guy randomly like being chased by Nora with a gun, hiding, and then like just like of some random place. And then like the next shot of him, it's like something out of Looney Tunes. There's you can see like Wile E. Coyote with his he's got one of those dynamite plunger push down things. Just randomly just tries to blow her up. It totally misses her. It's like totally off. And then she shoots him. And then Victor finds her. And Victor shoots her, but just at the same moment as he gets shot. It's very choice, but it's weird. This is, if I was going to describe this movie, like what's the genre of this movie, or what, what's it like? I would say this movie feels like, take, one part Rambo or Cobra, one part Looney Tunes, and one part Duck Hunt, the video game. Because these people just jump up like targets constantly. Is just bizarre. It's great. Oh, and that's the helicopter. I forgot about the helicopter. That's how the movie ends. This is the comeuppance. This is actually great. This is one of my favorite things in the movie.
Yeah, you gotta talk about this.
Greg, yes, the Rainmaker, gets in the helicopter, is escaping. There's no way. But just the last second, the stabilizer grabs the bottom of the helicopter, and they fly over a lake. And there's a very long shot of like, we spent a lot of money on this helicopter. We're going to have this guy hang on it as long as we can until we run out of time. And then at the last moment, they make sure they're strategically over the water. And finally, Greg notices a stabilizer, opens the door to kick him with his steel boots or his cleats. And stabilizer reaches up and he makes him drop the machine gun, gets kind of kicked by him. And you think, oh, he didn't get, he didn't succeed. But the machine gun falls. He catches the machine gun in the air and shoots the helicopter. It just blows up. It is fucking rad.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
And that's pretty much the end of the movie.
That is.
That's just kind of it. Like he gets up and gets like a high five or something.
Yeah. What, you need more?
Yeah.
You know how much shit got blown up in this movie?
So
what do you want more?
Let's move on, Kyle.
Okay, hold on. Before we wrap this thing up, I gotta ask: are there other Jewish action movie stars? Like,
well, Brian
Goldson. I mean, like if you when you're going to name a character, do you want an intimidating name? And like Goldson to me is just it's not intimidating.
Brian Goldson.
I felt like it's a Woody Allen character.
But it has gold in it.
Well, I feel like this movie was made in Indonesia, and the people who wrote it probably didn't really speak a whole lot of English.
I think it was written here, and then they went over there to save a bunch of money and to exploit a bunch of people.
Yeah, I can't answer this. I don't know. I think
they didn't write a lot about it, so like
Doctor No, Gold. I don't know. I'll make sense. Goldfinger.
Definitely, there was definitely some James Bond, because I mean, Rainmaker. Obviously, when you see him and the gimmicky shoes, it's very Bond villain. Rainmaker
and the gimmicky Mr. T.
Yeah.
T. It's of its time.
Oh, this movie's got a lot to love.
All right, I'm gonna do it. You know what? I had a blast watching this movie. I had so much fun watching this. This actually reminded me of my childhood. I have watched a lot of ninja movies. I've watched a lot of kung fu movies. This may have been a movie that I would have watched at that age and been totally into it. Maybe seen it like 4 or 5 times. The explosions, the hairdo, the
martial arts.
The martial arts, thank you. The motorcycles. Like, this is a 14-year-old boy's fantasy film.
Oh, yeah.
You got spiked boots. You got drug references.
It's great.
Saw some boobs. It's like it's a pretty good time. This is one of the coolest pieces of trash I've seen in a long time, and I've realized that I have a tender spot in my heart for terrible 80s action movies that wrap some kind of martial art into it. I'm weak. You guys, I'm weak. I'm weak.
So we got one cool, and I'm going cool for sure. This movie is, again, in my wheelhouse. I've noticed, like, just because of my age, 40-ish, that early 80s crap, just about, it's gonna, like, I know you hated Spookies, but it's just right in my sweet spot. That bad acting, it's so familiar, and like every bad movie that was made from 1980 to 1985, I'm probably gonna love. And this is the same way. It's just fantastic. It's really, really good. I also grew up on like Jackie Chan, imported, dubbed Jackie Chan movies like Wheels on Meals, which is like one of my favorite movies of all time. So this is really like right up there with it. This is a great, terrible action movie with terrible, all capital T, but so fun.
So you're giving it a cool.
Very cool.
Okay, guys. Well, I tell you what, I have to give it a cool also.
Woo! Yes, unanimous.
I'm swayed by the terrible dubbing. Like, that's it. Like, I didn't need Rainmaker's boots. I didn't need any of the silly stuff. Like, just the dubbing. Peter Goldson talking to me was a win. Automatic win.
Yeah.
Like I said, every line of his dialogue was sampleable, and this film was a train wreck of deliciousness.
Oh, for sure.
So it's totally cool.
Super cool.
So we got a 3 cool.
Yeah, nice.
I would be pretty sure if Joe were here, it would probably been 4.
Slide.
Joe normally does the bit where we talk about people's user comments, right?
Yeah, that's correct. He usually is. What's that?
Okay.
Was that Renee?
Yeah, it is Renee.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I just want to say that we need to address that it's either comments from the Commons, as it's known by Matt, and power to the people is known by Joe. I think that whoever is reading the comments has to have their own name. So Renee, if you're going to read the comment, what would you call it?
She has a comment. It's not from the people though. Here it is.
Oh, what's her comment?
Bring it.
The mullet carried the movie.
There we go.
All right,
And I felt the same way.
It did. It
was like watching poetry when they were fighting. The hair was like this.
Yeah, the hair was great. So this, like Matt was saying. So we'll reading the comments here, the comments from the Commons, or power to the people, or as I like to call it. We'll smell them for you. Here we go. This is from Putri Biru, and it says, "Filma Lama Yang, ... badass XD."
I think the XD means that's an emoticon. That's a little smiley face thing.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Film Lama Yang. Yeah, or I could read you Albert Zhang's is also very good. Okay. Ini komentar berbahasa Indonesia permateks di film Indonesia yang berbahasa Inggris berkomentar bahasa Inggris oleh orang Indonesia.
Well, I think we're all thinking that, and it's kind of an obvious one.
Can I jump in on this one?
Please.
This is Hamivore Rex, I believe, is the user, and it says, "Witness explosions and gunfire galore. Some hilarious rendered fight scenes, a healthy quota of breasts, some atrocious dubbing / voiceover work, including some priceless expletive-filled dialogue, a death by Gardenstummer! ! And best of all, a hero who looks uncannily like Queen guitarist Brian May."
Oh my God, totally.
So right on.
So, see, we didn't even need to do this episode. Everyone could have just read that comment.
I'm so glad we did this
encapsulated
episode.
it really well. That really encapsulated it really well.
No, I needed this episode.
No, that's good.
So, what about what's up next? You guys ready to hear about this?
Yes, please.
Yes.
So our next episode will be the final one before Halloween. So I'm swinging back towards hard horror. We're doing a 1981 Italian zombie film, which is it's a sex / horror film called Burial Ground: Nights of Terror, and it's infamous. It's probably most well known because there was a midget man cast as a young boy, and his screen name was Peter Bark, and people around the internet love him, and you'll see why. This is one of the weirdest movies ever.
Have you seen this?
I have seen it.
Did we watch this together?
No, I saw it. I saw it in the last couple of years. It's bananas. It's about this Italian professor who is like an anthropologist or whatever, and he finds this tomb of Etruscan catacomb, Etruscan catacombs, and he unwittingly wakes these Etruscan ancient dead folks. And in the meantime, he's also invited several couples down to his country, estate. And so he gets eaten up, and they deal with the aftermath. And it's very weird.
I'm excited.
And it features one of the weirdest mother-son relationships on film ever. So get ready to enjoy some good midget pretending to be a kid.
And they just play that straight.
Oh, just straight.
Okay, so have we watched another movie where there's a midget that plays a kid straight?
Probably. We've seen a lot of weird stuff, but I know I haven't watched this with you. Okay, so Burial Ground, Nights of Terror. It's available on YouTube. Watch it and get ready. We're going to have some fun. For you folks listening, just to put a side note in here, we would love to get some feedback if you want to. We have some feedback on iTunes, but we'd always appreciate some more. The ratings always help us. And you can find us online at That's Cool, That's Trash podcast.blogspot.com. And all of our episodes are available on archive.org. So if you go to archive.org and search in the audio section for That's Cool, That's Trash, you'll find us there. All of our old episodes. For That's Cool, That's Trash, I'm Matt Howell.
I'm Kyle Rainmaker saying, okay, now you take it easy, my friend.
And I'm Scott.
And you stay trashy.
That's cool. That's right. That's cool. That's right. That's trash.
It's garbage, folks.
Don't try it, scum. I'll blow your fucking head off.